Welcome to an album review, the first of its kind. I'm going to be looking at Bean's self-titled album of mashups. If you'd like to recommend a mashup album or any album you want me to review, hit me with $10 and I will review it on Patreon. So, hope everyone's doing well. This is an album by Bean, mashup artist extraordinaire. The background of the Bandcamp page for Bean has Jerry Seinfeld. The banner has Andrew Yang, and the album cover has what looks like Chevy Chase. Okay, so I have listened to this album a few times, and I have to say there are a lot of positives. The song titles are all very creative. You have Law and E-er, which takes Roddy Ricch's The Box vocals and puts them over the Law and Order theme song. Very creative. The Wall has excerpts from Wonderwall by Oasis and Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. There's also Stroke Yourself, which has Billy Squier, Stroke Me, and Lose Yourself, and Where the Hood At. I don't know why Where the Hood At is there, but I'm not complaining. Ballroom Blitzkrieg to Heaven, that's another good one. That has Sweet's Ballroom Blitz, Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones, and Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. There are some songs that I actually don't recognize that are being used. There isn't a list of samples, as far as I know. You're never gonna get samples like on every mashup that you see, but it's always nice to list them. I don't always do that, but I probably should. Other positives is that the mastering is mostly pretty good. I didn't have to adjust the volume very many times while playing it. And I mean, there's a nice mix of 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. It's basically every decade, 70s too. I love the sample list from what I can tell. And the album art kind of looks like a Neil Cicerega album, but it's not Neil, it's Chevy Chase. I actually really enjoy that. And I'd say the best tracks overall are Law and E-er, Free, Ballroom Blitzkrieg to Heaven, Psycho Wire, and Sir Smash. All of those I thought were pretty great mashups. If I have anything that I'd like for you to work on, I think the vocals can be too loud at certain points, too quiet. They're a little inconsistent. The vocals are too loud on some parts of Ballroom Blitzkrieg to Heaven, System of a Frame, I Am, Screaming Yeah, Free, which basically is fine outside of the Get Out of My Car Now sample. Red Pilled, I think the vocals were a little loud, and The Wall. The Pink Floyd vocals were a little too loud, but the Oasis vocals were a little too soft, and the vocals were too quiet on Trapped, I Don't Car, Neil Cicerega, Don't Worry, Down, Boss Baby, Red Pilled, and The End. Most of the vocals were out of tune, with the exception of the songs that had rapping, like Stroke Yourself. And also most of Don't Worry, Sir Smash, Ballroom Blitzkrieg to Heaven, and the Linkin Park section of The End were fine. And The Wall. The sentence mixing was smooth, but it didn't really add to every song the way I would hope it would. That's kind of an issue that I had with Mouth Dreams by Neil Cicerega. Some of the sentence mixing seemed a little unnecessary, and like the mashup itself was like a little bit lacking, but needed like sentence mixing to overcompensate. I will say it was smooth, and it didn't sound super forced. I don't know if it added to every song though. So this album had a lot of things I liked about it. Some things I wish that were worked on, but overall, I definitely came away from this thing like, appreciating mashup albums a little bit more. Like, I like listening to mashup albums by just anyone, because it kind of I kind of learn, like, what are the things that I would want to take from them. Like the song titles. I really love the song titles on this album. I really like the sample list, and I like the album art. Like, what do I want to use for my own work that I have gleaned from this? But overall, yeah, this is a fun album. I'd recommend it if you want to just listen to a mashup album. Yeah, shout out to Bean, fellow Bostonian. Thank you for watching this album review. I want to do more of these because I like reviewing albums. The normal mashup review will be next week, but every other week I will be doing an album review, and every other week that isn't those weeks will be a regular mashup review. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a nice day, and check this album out. Peace.